ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Finds a crease, it's Rourke. Turning it on! Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on 1st down. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Rourke. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So Georgia Tech's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And this offensive line obviously has its strengths, but you're not going to have to look further than that left side. Like, this offense gets a little bit run-heavy to the left for a reason. Left guard, left tackle, the strength of this unit. They work so well together, great individual players. And Palmer, sometimes when you got a side of the line that's a little bit more dominant, don't be afraid to go that way more often.
No question about it. I think on critical down and distances, when they need to have a play, especially on short yardage, goal line, going for it on 4th down, the left side is who they're going to be running behind. You've got 2 guys out there on the left tackle and left guard that are going to play on Sundays, and that is a special combination that a lot of offensive lines wish they had.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. He's got him this time.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. They just keep firing. Rush is on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Absolutely center cut, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Danzy. Could not make his way to the corner. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Got it, looking for the first down. Fighting off the defender. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Keys. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. 2nd and long here. Wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Yellow Jackets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
They're working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Rashad Downs going up top. The throw. And he gets it away.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
That one's not even close.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. Under pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I'd be curious to know what the quarterback's going to do here, because this guy's now dropped 2 passes in a row. You know he's down, right? You know he's not feeling a lot of juice or confidence. I think you got to get him the ball some way and get him back going in this game.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. They're going back to the ground. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Now he's looking to throw it. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He's got it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Hauls it in. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeps it on 1st down. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Fields the punt. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to try to get it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
2nd down to the air. Looking down the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Rush right in his face. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Look out! Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 5 team, the Florida Gators.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Caught on the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
What a great... by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Left side is Smith. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Daly. Rush is on. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fowler. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Fresh set of downs going up top. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the pass. He has him on the doorstep. The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Keys. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Great job by the back on the option. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rourke. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Daly. Out wide right, it's Wade. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he was hit just... He released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Second down, going to throw it. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Fires to the middle. Right side, it's Williams. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to...
Oh, it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the field.
The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. They want to run this quarterback. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Handoff again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Keeps it moving, it's Keys. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Got some green grass. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st. Working that wide receiver screen. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got it on the right. Inside the 25. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Makes the grab on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the... Instead, it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking for space. It's Rourke. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. Showing off the arms. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked.